Live from the studios in South Florida, Breaking Tables studio. What was I supposed to say? Something funny, but I forgot. This is Brian. You're watching Breaking Tables. Yes.
Rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, I'm with the Buffalo Bills. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey.
Oh, guys, it's Thursday night. It's Thursday night.
You know I'm repping for my team. I got that talent on my team. Like a high Jordan Boyer, can you catch it? Can you trade day is like a
We got Tampa Neil in the house. What up, dog?
What is up, Ryan?
Guys, it's going to be a fun show tonight. We even got Tommy on the show from the Mafia Sports Report.
What up, Brian? What up, Tampa, New York?
What is going on, Tommy?
Guys, but wait,
Feeling
there's
like a
more.
melon.
Gents, what's going on? Audience that's tuning in, you're watching Breaking Tables. This is the Breaking Tables team, and we got an extra special treat for you tonight. We're going to go ahead and get the boys from 24/7 Buf Fandemonium's on. Guys, we've got Scott in the house, and we got Swank.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, guys?
That's it, guys. That's
sharing
a
the
show.
shit out of this right now, guys.
What happened?
I'm sharing the crap out of the show right now.
We're
all
I thought
on,
you
man.
I thought you said you got scared or something. I don't know.
No.
Guys, so thank you for hopping on the show. This is the first time. Welcome to Breaking Tables. Viewers at home, welcome to Breaking Tables. Sorry, nothing to give away tonight, but this episode is always brought to you by the Cold Front Report, Code Socks, and yes, BuffaloAutograph.com. So I want to thank you guys all for contributing to the show. So shout out. Booyah. Code Socks. Swank, Scott, is that your real name, Swank, or is just your stage name?
Yeah, it's my stage name. I actually usually wear makeup and shit when we do podcasts and all that. So,
I wish I had a cool stage name.
no, it's my last name. My name's Justin. When we started out, Jared and Scott's cousin Justin was also on the show, so I just went by Swank to kind of differentiate it. But
Nice.
yeah,
A little less confusing that way.
Mm-hmm.
No worries. Where are you guys from? Scott, where are you from, bud?
Right in between, smack dab in between Rochester and Syracuse up here in New York.
Okay.
Yep.
You still live up there right now?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Swank and I, we're actually about 15 minutes away from each other.
yep. Up here in the Finger Lakes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wine
best
country up
spots.
here now.
Best spots in the world. Man, those lakes are beautiful. That's one thing I do miss about New York. Obviously the towards the end of spring and well, so you can go. Obviously summer is awesome, but the autumn part, like the beginning part of autumn, best season around when the colors change. Especially you see the lakes and all the colors. So I grew up outside of Letchworth, New York, so it was always pretty.
Oh, nice.
Seeing that little gorge and all those trees and everything. So
It's primo wedding time during that time. Everybody likes getting married in the autumn because of that. Yep.
kind
Well,
of
that's because you only got like a 2-week window before there's 9 months of winter. So
right.
And it can't be on a Sunday because we all know what happens on Sundays, right?
That's right.
right.
And well, this year's going to be Sundays, Mondays. Are they throwing in a Saturday game already? I'm sure. And then the Super Bowl Sunday, obviously, that's going to be the best game I'm looking forward to this year because the Bills are going to be in it and they're going to win. Swank, are you from the same area too, or are you just guys grew up together? How do you guys know each other?
Yeah, we actually went to high school together. Kind of, I don't know. I knew of you guys. I don't know if you knew of me, whatever. But you know that those years between high school and going through college, and then you turn 21 and you're out at the bar, and that's where like I really got to know these guys. So it's the same thing. Like we'd show up, we'd get drinks, we'd be out on the deck, and we'd talk about the Bills, and that's how we started our live stream and podcast too. So same deal, man.
Bless you.
Bless you.
That was my wife. They say bless you.
Oh, that was loud. I thought like a tornado ran through that place. So you see like the curtains in the background. Just I can't use a green towel. That's what I meant to do. Funny, awesome, man. And so yeah, that's pretty much why we started breaking tables. I started breaking tables, and then I've got these gents on, and you guys have great content. So I found you guys. I'm like, dude, I'd love to have you on the show, so we can kind of just go like, talk Bills, shoot the shit, because you guys have that similar, goofy personality where it's like, yeah, man, you guys are going to be awesome on our show. You guys beat us by stats. Sorry, Tampa Neil. Love you. You're still my stat guy, but I think these gents down south here definitely talk a little bit more stats than we do.
Well, it's like the Snapple bottle thing. We just say the facts, and then you got to look it up to see if they're actually true.
Yeah,
I just
gamble.
It's a gamble.
I just blatantly, say it's true. It's like, oh yeah, that was true.
Did you hear what 24/7 Buf Fandemonium said? It's got to be true.
Yeah. How many Neil, Tommy, how many times have I like just said something where it's like, okay, that was definitely false, but we're just gonna let it go?
Like Christian Wade being
like, wait a minute.
Wade, our RB1 going into the
No, that's legit. Hold on,
Oh.
Tommy. I will kick you out of the show early if you ever. I'm telling you.
you.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh no! Come on.
I'll spare you. Strike one, Tommy.
The power's gone to his head, man.
The admin power. So we definitely wanted to, get to know you guys, and then we want to get into Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen. He's coming up. Obviously, you can tell by my name here, Pay Josh Allen, so that you kind of have an idea where this is going to lead towards the end of the show. But you got to crawl before you walk, guys. The whole offseason, I focus on like the Bills backers and just Buffalo Bills fans, because honestly, there's not a lot to talk about. We're in July, guys. We're in July. There is absolutely no football to talk about. We can talk about Josh Allen over with Jordan Palmer, but there's only a few limited videos, But no. So I like to get fans on, have it raw conversation, get our guests to know each other. I mean, Bills Mafia are everywhere. I know you guys can contest. Do you guys go out of town in any away games at all?
Yeah, I've been to 2 other stadiums, but not for Bills games, which is lame, but also pretty cool. So I've been to St. Louis for a Rams game. It was a Monday night game, and that was cool. And I went to Pittsburgh for a Sunday game, and I think they were playing the Niners or something. But I've never traveled for a Bills game, and that's definitely on my bucket list. And I really want to come down south somewhere warm when it's really cold up here. So,
well, we got 3 games this year: Miami,
December 12th,
Tampa, or Jacksonville. You can pick your poison. We're going to be all 3 of them, man. That'd be a fun tailgate. Come on.
Sick. How is the tailgate scene down there? You guys have been to away games, right?
It's amazing. What do you mean it sucks?
We make it good.
Amazing.
We make it good.
Listen,
The other team sucks.
So last season, because they banned tailgating because of the whole COVID thing, I invited a few people back to my house, and we spray painted an old washing machine that I was saving up for this moment. I had it all Dolphins colors. I had, a Dolphins logo on it, orange, obviously. It was, I spent like $30 to make one small, simple design. My wife's like, "You're wasting money." I'm like, "This is going to be epic. Stop it." And we were just beating the crap out of it with a baseball bat. That's the moral of the story. It was, it's what, 7 a.m. Imagine being my neighbors. All you hear at 7 a.m. is drink. I'd be pissed if I was my neighbors. I'm just saying. Sorry, neighbors, if you're watching this show. I forgot where I was going with this, but it sounded epic. I'm sure eventually.
I'm sure I had the right direction.
I need a beer. That's what I'm doing.
I mean, me personally, I've only been to impressive stadium. There, I watched the New England Patriot game. My wife got me a birthday gift, so we went out to that. Game didn't matter. It was the end of the season. What they charge for tickets up there, I mean, we spent a good amount of money, and we had our backs to the cement wall in the back. So, I mean, we lost that game, but the wife did agree. We will start traveling, depending on where the Bills away games are, so we can hit up every stadium by the time it's all said and done.
Nice. Well, the week 2 is the Dolphins. It's nice and warm that time of year in September. And well, when do we play Jacksonville? Is it week 5?
They're in October, I believe.
So then December 12th is Tampa. That's going to be epic because we're going to do a Tampa invasion, a bunch of tiki boats, and just kind of rolling to Tampa, like what is going on? So stay tuned for that one, guys. You guys should be part of that one. That's awesome. We try to go as many games as we can as well. We hope to go to the New Orleans game this year, but that's just like
hope. I'm going.
That's going to be the cream. Yeah, you already bought your ticket. This is the same guy who went to the Stanley Cup game last year. Of course you're going to that one. You go to a Stanley Cup like you're that Marlins man that just, wears Bills gear. No, you wore Bolts last night. We saw the photos.
I did wear Bolts last night, yes.
All right, fair enough. You should have wore Bills gear because you would have went virus, bro. Just saying.
Possibly.
Someone would have snapped a picture and put it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that.
Bills Mafia's everywhere.
Yeah.
I would have had my background as that. That would have been epic, bro. So that's why I like having you on. And that's why I invite you on every week. Because it's definitely not stats. Tommy, you change the subject. Tommy,
I don't go to games. I'll be honest with you guys. I prefer to watch them on TV, man. Like, I just think I could see the feel much better. I don't know. I just like watching at home, man. I get too agitated, man, to deal with people at a bar. So just sit my ass at home.
The beer's a little
I get that. Yeah.
Dude, yeah. I got to
have beers, you're not agitated anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
I got an 86-inch TV.
Depends on how far you go, man.
I'm fine, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Now I'll go to a game once in a while, but bro, I right at home, bro. In the AC, I'm cool, man. I'm good. So
we're all saying
I'll be watching for you guys, though. I'll be looking for you guys.
When the Bills play Detroit, I think was it 2 years from now? When Bills play Detroit, we're all gonna crash at Tommy's.
Well,
house.
we're playing Detroit preseason game. I might go to that just because it's bullshit preseason game.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on a second. We had a whole 2-hour segment about how preseason was like the Super Bowl.
No, I said go to a game. I didn't say a game don't mean anything. I'm just saying, if I miss a play, I'm not going to be agitated like in regular season.
I'm going to be so agitated because I'm going to be that's
the table out the window.
How many sips I would have missed out on if I missed that play? Like, oh yeah, just another Christian Wade touchdown. Drink.
Can we talk Chris Sims fucking bashing our fucking rookie, calling him a bust before he's even fucking played?
Which one,
guy, bro?
I'm just.
I was all Chris Sims,
Tommy,
bro.
Which one?
I was all Chris Sims too. I like Chris Sims for a minute.
Which rookie was he talking about?
Fucker. He fucking bashed. Says it says Rousseau's going to be a bust, which I don't even know how can you say he's going to be a bust? You haven't even fucking seen him play one fucking snap.
Yeah, okay.
And then he says Basham's going to be boomer bust. Well, no shit, bro. Every fucking rookie is a boomer fucking bust. Fucking
one or the other,
bro.
I mean, I'm not a Chicago fan, but the guy was busting on Justin Fields saying he's not ready for the NFL and how he's the worst thing the Chicago Bears had picked that they've had for a while. And I think Justin Fields is all right. And
I'd rather have him than Mac Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, 100%.
I think Justin Fields has got it. I think Chicago's 100%. Got a good thing bringing him in.
I'm waiting for Chris Richter to hop on. Go Bears. It's our Bears fan that watches the show.
You get more ratings by bashing people than you do.
Like, I understand, commenting, hey, I don't see him. Like I said, I don't think Mac Jones. I just don't think he's not fucking mobile. He's slow. Slow as molasses. I just don't. I don't think he can evolve with the new age NFL quarterback. He can't. So, but I'm not gonna say. Hey, I don't know if he's gonna truly be a bust. I just don't think he's gonna be good. But we'll see. I don't. Well, calling somebody a bust right? Bro, a bust. I mean, Jesus, that's saying.
Guys, I saw this guy play 2 years ago. I had season tickets. I watched this guy play week in and week out. I'm telling you, he's an absolute monster. Don't ask me about the stats about how many times did he play actually somebody who made it to the NFL. I don't know that, bro. Go watch those videos. It's a good question.
Times did he play somebody that was left-handed?
But also, again, you could say the same thing about Bruce Smith. When he had all the sacks that he had, and he had what was it, 15, 19 sacks or something like that, or 15 sacks and 15.5 sacks or something, and 19.5 for a loss of yards. You're not a bust with those kind of numbers. I don't care what level you're on.
Bro, I'm wrong. Yeah, and I hate the fact that they're saying it's because he was in the right place at the right time. What? Dude, first of all, every football player hustles. They got to stay on the play. That's the whole point, bro. He doesn't give up on the play. I don't care if he got drove to his side. He still made the fucking sack. That counts. Yeah. So I hate that, bro. He got lucky. He just get the fuck
they
out.
They don't
There's
put
no
asterisks on stacks. They don't put asterisks on stacks. You get a sack,
bro.
It's a sack.
Right. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. These people are driving me insane, bro. So I just can't wait for him to get on the field, do his thing, and shut everybody up, bro. Because I'm telling you, he has a high ceiling, bro.
Yeah, but hold on. I got to stop because McDermott. McDermott's kind of like that coach where you got to earn your spot, and we've got vets in front of him.
Oh, sure.
They might be good for a play, and then they're gonna test Rousseau. They're gonna make sure that look at Oliver. He didn't just go right in the deep end. He started with a shallow and walked his way through, courtesy of our coach McDermott. The whole process is a process. You got to crawl before you walk.
Epinesa the same way, right?
Oh, for sure.
He's going to explode this year and do
I hope he does
what we were hoping Oliver would do last year. And with everything in place, you should have a really strong front with a bunch of young guys that are hungry, that are learning off old guys and wreak havoc. And it's just asinine to say that somebody's a boom or bust before they play a snap in the NFL. Everybody was hot on Josh Rosen. He was going to be the best thing since fucking sliced bread. And what happened? Where is he right now?
The most
tell me what
ready.
backup he is? Yeah, exactly. He's probably on the Argonauts or whatever up in Canada. Like nobody knows.
Waiting for the Rock to start it back up.
Wait, you want to take? Hold on a minute. How about Waddle? Okay, do you want that take on a rookie? How about Waddle? I can guarantee Waddle over in the Dolphins, he's not going to be productive year one. Why? Because Tua sucks.
Right, but that's nothing to do with him.
I didn't even cut you off, Scott. What were you going to say?
That's Miami not taking advantage of those 2 first-round picks and getting themselves a lineman to protect Tua.
Yeah,
I thought it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I
thought it was genius.
I loved it. I ain't gonna lie to you guys.
For us Bills fans, yeah.
As a Bills fan, I was just all right. Little bias was involved, but yes, I was extremely happy. And Tampa Neal, why? Why were we happy? Because when teams play like shit, we love it, right?
Yes,
Tampa?
Absolutely, 100%. When they draft shitty people, I love it.
God, you sound hungover.
Well, not shitty people.
You sound hungover as hell.
I just think bad.
I am hungover as hell.
Bad, pick for that spot or that team.
Hold on, Tommy. Tampa Neal.
I got 17 and a half minutes left.
Tampa Neal. Are you drinking anything right now?
No, I am not.
Dude,
I'm drinking water.
Wow.
Sweat from my upper lip.
I can't.
Like I can smell the alcohol virtually. Okay, it's like, bro, you should have, back away from the mic.
It was a rough evening. It was a great evening.
But to go back to that Miami thing,
what'd you do? He went to the Stanley Cup game. What did you do after that? Walk us through a championship.
After they presented the championship trophy to the team, they skated around forever. It was amazing. I went and drank more beer.
Here's my follow-up question: when did you become a Tampa Bay Lightning fan?
Boo hockey.
Tampa Neal, when did you become a Tampa? You're from Buffalo, but you became a Tampa fan at hockey. What was that? Why? Why was it when they started doing good? Did you live here? Or?
I'm a very big fan of hockey to begin with. So
no Sabres though.
If the Sabres come to town, trust me, I'm wearing my Sabres gear to that game.
Oh, that's kind of all right. I mean, all right, fine. I don't know, guys. Am I wrong? Yeah, you're looking at me like you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like, okay, Neil. It's like we're making fun of bandwagoners. There's Neil in his Tampa Lightning jacket going, I've always wanted this,
I was very excited to see that Stanley Cup being presented because, that's just awesome.
That is sick.
That's just it right there. As a hockey fan,
that's
just it right there. I love it.
Good chance you'll be doing it next year too.
Probably going to see it next year too. Yes.
Well, hockey is one of those sports where it's much better live than it is on TV, and TV's kind of fun
I
too.
can do both.
Not easy to go win championship back to back, bro.
But then again,
I agree.
Well,
for any
sport, every sport,
just enjoy that moment.
It's almost impossible to make 4 in a row.
Exactly.
Hey, so Brian, before we got on the air, there was a question that was presented, and I'm like, I feel like this should be a question that we do on air. We're talking about the most difficult record to break. What is the hardest record? And we were talking about Bruce Smith's sack record.
Football? All right,
Sports.
that's a good question. That's a good question.
Sports,
Okay,
all
how about we
sports in
start?
general?
We'll start with we'll finish up with Tampa Neil. Tommy, how about you start us off and work our way down? Scott Swank, move up to me and finish off with Tampa hungover Neil.
That's easy. That's easy. I said this a million times. Bruce Smith's sack record. It's never going to be broken. 200. Nobody's even close. Nobody. Look at the stats. Look at the records. There's nobody current playing that's even close. JJ Watt.
Rousseau?
It's not close. It's not happening.
What if Rousseau gets like 30 sacks this year?
It's not going to happen. You got to be consistent. You got to
fine.
stay in the league.
29.
Bro, do the math. Hey, okay.
Gotta be healthy,
I mean, you're the stat guy, Tampa Neal. So 200 sacks.
You got to.
How many would you have to average, and how many seasons do you need to play to reach 200 sacks?
Okay, well, if you have 20,
okay,
20
so
sacks, that's
okay,
10
but
seasons.
how many? You were counting it at 10 sacks. I got to average 10 because some player might get 15, one 13.
If you average 15 a season,
you would have to average 10 and play 20 seasons. Is that going to happen?
If you average,
you think a player is going to play 20?
I mean, you asked me a question. I can't answer with you.
I know, Tommy.
Go.
The Mafia Sports Report is losing its credentials. You're losing your credentials.
I'm not. It's not happening.
Tampa Neal, what were you going to say, sir?
So if you needed to get 200 sacks,
yeah,
and you played 15 season, or you averaged 15 a season, you only need to play 13 years.
Okay, 15 a season. What?
Correct.
What player is going to get 15 a season for 15 years, bro?
I'm not saying it's easy.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Well, all I did is pull it up on a calculator. I didn't say
what else
easy.
is not?
It's not happening.
You know how many times I've heard, though, the Bills are not going to the Super Bowl. It's not happening. Bullshit.
It's nothing to do with the Super Bowl, bro.
No,
you're talking of record.
about it's not happening. You never know. It's gonna happen.
It hasn't even came close.
So
What guy
Rousseau
except Reggie White, who has 198
30 sacks this year?
Okay, tell me the most dominant pass rusher that was most current. JJ Watt.
He's arguably, He's arguably.
Okay, what's a sack? What's a sack total right now?
I don't know. This is Bills.
No, I don't even think it's close, bro. It's like
that's about the
140,
Bills.
So you think JJ Watt's going to come close? Think he's
I'm going to go off.
Not happening, bro.
All
So
right.
Tommy
walk
clearly
real
thinks
quick.
that these sacks, so the sack record is the hardest one to get.
All right.
You gotta
Tommy has to
consider
start with the
it's
hardest
not
question or hardest answer.
As Bills
Let's
fans,
stop.
we got to be able to watch Bruce Smith all the time, and it was an amazing record, that 200 sacks. And I'm just going to feed off you, Tommy. Reggie White was amazing. Like
100%.
per game, did a better job than Bruce Smith.
Mhm.
He only had 198, and he was considered unstoppable per game. The next on the list is Julius Peppers, I think, with 160. He was pretty unstoppable.
Kevin Green, actually, I think.
Oh, Kevin. Okay. Yeah, there you go. So Kevin Green played for a lot of years.
Right.
And you're right. If you play for 15 years, that's over 10 sacks a year or almost 15 sacks a year for 15 years. That's a crazy number. And with how defenses and offenses are changing schemes and drafting to defend these specific kind of players, I just don't see that happening. People can defend J.J. Watt now. Look what Dawkins did against him last year.
Right.
And the way
right.
It's just one of those things.
You got to stay healthy.
Yep.
You got in all the position, they change constantly. Not only that, they go to a different team, get a I mean, there's so much more to it than
once a coach is successful 2 years, that defensive coordinator is now gone to another team. So they're not even playing under the same defense like they used to.
Different scheme.
And here we are with the same offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator consecutively years in a row. Swank, what's your answer to that topic, bud?
Well, I believe in being honest and open, and I cheated my ass off and just looked up some stuff.
I saw you.
Yeah. And I was thinking in my head it was receiving yards, and I'm going to stick with that because Jerry Rice for his career has over 22,000 receiving yards. I think that's going to be pretty hard to beat. I think the only thing that we're not talking about right now is that we're adding another game this season, and that's going to skew everything that we know, right? So
True story.
You got an extra game. Somebody might get wild.
Yeah, how does that work in terms of that
fair,
extra stat? Like, is there a certain asterisk after a certain period of time? How does that gonna like?
They're gonna do like they do now. It's like they'll give you a stat and say for a 14-game season.
Yeah.
No
like
record
when you
see the
when you see the 2000 rushing seasons, OJ's is the only one on there that had it in 14 games, and that's always listed next to his name.
Yep.
And it should.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
It should.
Now, when you look at these stats being thrown out there and these records that are supposedly we're trying to figure out which ones won't be broken, we always like to throw out the top names. And it's okay, yes, he was good, but you got to look at all the other players that we thought were all pros, Hall of Famers that didn't make that number.
Yeah.
So that just makes it that much more impossible.
Right.
So I've got two of them. Okay. You guys all make good arguments.
Are you going to tell us Wade is going to make the rushing record this year?
Wade rugby record.
Okay, spoiler alert. That was one of them.
You gotta watch out for Scott, dude. He'll do that every time.
Okay, all right. Well, number two, but how many interceptions you can throw in a half? I think I'm pretty sure. Listen.
Oh, Nate Peterman.
Hold on a minute. I got something just for this.
Unbelievable.
To me, stats really don't matter.
And it really doesn't matter, but how many interceptions against San Diego first half? 6?
Yeah.
5 or
like
6.
In a span of how many minutes? Oh,
dude, I saw this stat today that blew my mind, and it was almost just like a meme. I think it was like NFL memes or something. And Nate Peterman has thrown as many pick sixes in his career as Aaron Rodgers has.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Crazy, bro.
It's pretty awesome. You know, it's something you can hang your hat on for sure.
Thanks, Joey Hatch Jr. Oh my God, don't get him started on Wade. He'd have Wade Wonderland in his backyard if he could. You're fucking right, I could. And I will. Just for you, Joey Hatch Jr. And you know what? That was my second thing was Christian Wade. I want to know the record, okay, on attempts and rushing yards. Let's do a little stat crunching if we can find that one. Because I'm going to tell you, Christian Wade's astronomically off that chart. Barry Sanders wasn't even close to that. O.J. Simpson, come on. Emmitt Smith, who?
I think Wade has a better chance of being a bestseller, signing a biography of himself of my career what it was in the NFL.
Right.
He'll start it this year.
Listen,
Buffalo Wings.
There's this weird rule, guys. There's this weird rule, okay, where Doug Flutie's last. I probably should have been a quiz question. Who was the last Bills player? I don't know why my mic keeps moving. The last Bills player to do a one of those little rugby kick things off the ground into the tee. Remember that Doug Flutie game? Yeah,
he did that with the Patriots, though.
Patriots. He did do that with the Patriots.
Drop kick for a field goal.
Was it with the Bills, right?
No,
Those were the Bills.
Patriots.
Man, I drink a lot of beer. See, that's why.
It was Doug Flutie, though.
See, if you guys didn't say anything, I would have gone with it and said, yep, it was definitely the Bills. And you guys were like, you're definitely fucking wrong. So thank you for telling me because I'm usually wrong, but I don't give a fuck. But yeah, Christian Wade plays rugby.
Oh, you froze.
Do that drop kick every time. Is it like extra 5 points? Something?
Got so intense you froze the video.
Is it like an extra? See? That's why my video keeps moving because I keep hitting the table and it's like shaking everything.
Who brought up Wade?
Me.
You son of a bitch.
There we go. Joey Hatch goes, you can't even compare Wade to Thurman Thomas or O.J. Simpson. Not even the class. You're out of your mind. No, I'm not out of my mind. I am right in my mind. I'm actually right where the fuck I want to be, Joey.
Dude, if this is a bit, it's
among
so
the greatest running backs.
I would, dude. I would ride this until it died and just be like,
that's like saying Yonel Jourdain is the best wide receiver in Bills history because he caught 11 passes out of 11 attempts. So he's 100% catching percentage. So he's better than any wide receiver in the NFL.
AJ McCarron was probably one of the best postseason quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. What? Whatever. Christian Wade running a ball is a lot different. See, there goes my camera again. Fucking hurricane.
That would be a beautiful story, but unfortunately, him and F.A. Obata are going to be sitting with each other watching games this year.
Maybe
Scott, what do you think?
A
what's your unbreakable record?
Well, hold on. Wait, Tapanil, you never answered your own question.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hear what your take was.
Well, I'm waiting for Scott.
What's that?
You already said it.
You had like 15 of them, bro.
I was going off Tommy's little sack conversation there.
So he's just stealing Tommy's content. That's all I heard.
All right, so I guess I was looking at all time, but if we're gonna go NFL only, Derek Thomas by far 7 sacks in a game. I don't know if that one's gonna be broken.
He got 6 twice, and he got 7
He was a
once.
beast, bro. He was really good.
However,
awesome.
of
That's a
all
good one.
sports,
Yeah, you really
let
dug
me-
into
let
that
me-
one.
Let me
Nice.
tell
was
you.
tough.
Let me tell you one thing here. Of all sports, the most impossible record to be broken. When you think about like Gretzky's point record, no one's ever going to touch that. You think about Nolan Ryan's strikeout record, no one's going to touch that. The hardest one to possibly break would be a forward that played for the New York Rangers, got a hat trick in 21 seconds.
Oh,
Wow.
thank God this is a football fucking podcast. Yeah, but drunk
Brian
Neil.
Leach.
Oh,
Tampa Neal. That is an insane stat, dude.
That's cool. I just want to watch that.
Yeah, breaking tables.
I'll
jail.
hand you that.
I'm sure there's a soccer player that got some cool record.
I mean, the thing about
No, we're
Gretzky
talking
I
about-
saw a couple days ago is he has more points just in assists than
Yes,
the leaders in the NHL.
that's
Just in
correct.
assists, he has more points than. Yeah,
That's wild. That's
Mm.
wild.
crazy.
So back on the whole Tampa Neil jumping on the bandwagon, being a Tampa Bay fan. When I grew up, obviously south of Rochester, I had a little pond out back, and I always played with myself because I had no friends. So I was just like Yamir Yager to Marlemieux, back to Yamir Yager. My mom comes out like, "Why are you talking to yourself? Let's go see some help." It worked. I'm fine now. What I'm saying is, I've
But you
always
haven't
liked.
stopped playing with yourself, though, have you?
Right.
I told you not to bother me when I'm vacuuming my room. So now I forgot where I was going with the story, Scott. And
You were
so
jacking off on your pond.
I was jacking off in the pond. Whoa, what? Swank? I would like the Penguins growing up as a kid. Okay. And they started winning. So therefore, if I wanted to, I'd be like, oh yeah, I've always been a Penguins fan. But also then again in 2002, when the Sabres were actually last time they were actually decent, I was all over the Sabres. I was all over them, for that year or two. And then it kind of fizzled out. And it's like, I still love the Bills, regardless. Win or lose. The Bills is like priority number one. And you can hear like the whole Michael Vick kennel in the background. Sorry, guys. Life's home. But I forgot where I was going with this, guys. Tampa Neil, take it away from here.
I don't know where the hell you were going with it
I
either.
can't do that. Like move somewhere and be like, because I live here, this is now my team. Like I have a team and that's it, bro. There is no picking another fucking team. Like I'm truly invested in this fucking team. I don't want to know shit about this fucking other team.
I agree, but I'll tell you one
Buffalo
thing.
gets out of
If the Stanley Cup
playoffs,
Finals are in
I
my
don't even
fucking
watch,
hometown,
bro.
I'm going.
Dude, I'm just saying, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about Pistons out of the playoffs. Fuck every NBA. I don't give a shit about the NBA.
Tampa Neil, listen, it's all fun and
Okay.
games, brother. It's all fun and games. I'm so happy for you and your whole bandwagon fan. Now I know what Tom Brady fans feel like. They're like, oh, I have all this Patriots gear. Now I'm getting Tampa gear because they're winning now too. So I can see that. It's okay.
Do not own anything Bucks. I will not own anything Bucks.
He'll be wearing a Suns
Not a
jersey next
fucking
week.
chance and sure.
Why? Hey, Tommy, watch it be like your background. How that's a green
my
screen,
green screen. Yeah,
and it's all Dolphins
all
memorabilia.
Dolphins back there.
Well, that's what's behind Tampa Neal's. It's all like Tom Brady. This is Tom Brady's lock of hair.
No, not even a little bit.
Moving on,
posters.
guys. I'm gonna go back, swing around the opposite side of the room. Swank. Okay, tears in my beers, bud. When was the last time you cried over the Buffalo Bills? I don't want personal shit, obviously. But like the Buffalo Bills like made you cry. It could be tears of joy, tears of happiness, tears of sadness. I don't know, man. Just fucking tears in your beer. It fell in your beer, you drank it, and it tastes so much sweeter.
All right. Well, the last time I think was that Ravens game because it was as recent as that. And before that, I think it literally was wide right. I remember the first time I ever cried, and it was definitely wide right. It was like a special night. I got to stay up. I got to watch my team. It came down to that, and it went right. And as it went, I was just like, "Whoa, Dad, Father, what's happening?" And I bawled my eyes out. It sucked. But the Ravens game, man, that pick six, I was done. I was like, "This is it. This is happening. We we made it past this next hurdle.
Right.
So yeah, I think that was it, man. It was a great game.
Cool.
It was boring, but it was a great game.
Cool.
You made it-
I
you
don't
made it through
remember. I
some-
remember
yeah.
the wide right, but I don't remember like crying. I was too young to, but you know, as a grown ass man,
devastated.
crying as a grown ass man versus
devastated.
crying as a kid, it's
Oh, yeah, you
much
cried over everything
more
as a kid. Yeah.
appreciated. Let me
It's
tell you.
uglier. Crying as an adult is a
Dude, I'm
lot
an ugly
uglier.
crier, bro.
I sharded it again. Oh,
What do you mean?
I'm
There's
gonna get
only
like
2 beers
FCC. I'm gonna get FCC like reach out like you got to stop doing that. I'm like I was sick or I didn't mean to. You know, I'm not offending any other group or anything because I look like this. I just look like this. So Scott, what made you cry, dude?
Well, I have to go wide right. Was the first time I can remember wide right. I was a door slammer, so I took off upstairs, slammed the door.
How old are you guys? I'm 37 and I barely remember. I can lie to you. I do remember
I
the
was
kick. I
9.
remember
37,
afterwards.
I'm 40. I was 9.
Yeah, I'm 37.
Oh,
That's like
shit.
my
They
first
lived
really
through
clear
it, Brian.
memory.
42,
Yeah.
man.
But most recently, I mean, it wasn't the game. It was watching the reaction of Kyle Williams when they made the playoffs in the locker room.
Yes,
And-
yes,
And being
dude,
someone
yes.
that has kids, I saw the way he grabbed his kids and just his face when he watched. It was, yeah. I was like, son of a bitch. Ugly cry.
Crying, you're crying. Your family watch you like, what the fuck is he doing? He's having a midlife crisis right now.
Well, no, that was it. Like I said, it wasn't the game. It was just seeing a reaction of someone like Kyle Williams just react the way he did.
That's badass.
awesome.
That's a
That
good
was
one.
so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was really
I think
cool.
Scott wins that question. Tommy, how can you top
That's
that
mine.
one?
I said it before when you asked this question. That's the same.
Yeah, but
Bro.
I'm actually paying attention to you now, Tommy. So since I'm paying
No,
attention to
no,
you now, you
and I-
cannot use
yeah.
Scott's.
No,
answer.
it
Yeah.
is. Well, you want
Hey,
honestly,
I used his for the
okay,
for the
fine. I'll
record
give
thing,
my
so.
fake. I'll give my fake crying.
Yeah,
When
dude,
Nate
change the
Peterman
last
got
time you cried.
When
Nate
Dan
Peterman got
Marino,
the-
when
yeah,
Dan
when
Marino
he's-
retired, you
no,
were
when
just
Nate
like,
Peterman got the
"Oh,
starting job in 2018 is when I cried last.
When Rex
No,
Ryan
for real, though,
wrapped
it
his
was-
truck.
Oh, shit."
It was definitely that when we made the playoffs. 'Cause, man, dude, if you're not in your 40s, you live through everything, and those 4 Super Bowl losses were fucking heartbreaking, and then the misery and torture after that of so many terrible years and so many jerseys that I bought, and so many players that gone and
So
coaches
true.
and just people
So many
talking
coaches,
shit.
GMs.
And then people, just dogging your team every fucking year, and you still have confidence that you're going to go to playoffs, and you're shitty. And finally, bro, it happened. And yeah, bro, I
years
let loose
later,
that-
I told you. I've been
You're
saying
right,
it for
right.
years.
right, I
Nobody
busted my Willis
listened.
McGahee
You actually
jersey
called
out.
the cops on me. There's my camera again.
Fuck,
Oh,
dude.
that's a good one.
Birdo.
Albert Rivero, yeah,
Good
Rivera. The four
Tampa
balls.
Neal.
Yes.
Besides the Lightning winning last night, when's the last time your other favorite team made you cry? And you've said this, man.
definitely-
You've answered this. I've always asked, guys. Sorry, disclaimer.
probably know
He's
this by
answered
heart.
this, and Tommy's answered this multiple times. So what I'm trying to do is get them to say something different. If you got to make up shit, Tampa Neal, make up shit.
Nope. Last time was definitely when Diggs was in McDermott's arms after the Kansas City game.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
That was emotional. That was emotional and dangerous.
I didn't even see it, bro. I turned my TV off. I was fucking pissed.
I told myself I want to cry. I cried with when we beat the Chargers, dude, because that's the first playoff game, first playoff win in fucking a lot of years, guys. That was huge. That was
Colts.
huge.
Cold,
Colts.
buddy. You are drinking too much.
What did I say? Hold on a minute. Hold on. What the fuck did I
Chargers.
say?
Dan
When
Fouts was
Dan Fouts
quarterback.
was quarterback.
Yeah, we beat him.
Who was it?
when we beat the Celtics in the Stanley Cup Finals, I was just on tears. Pins and needles.
I'm gonna watch this later. I'm like, what the fuck did I say? Jesus.
Well, Brian, apparently we beat the Chargers last year for our first.
Right.
playoff game.
Dan Fouts was a quarterback. We
It was the Colts. It wasn't the Chargers.
Dude, LaDainian Thomas.
Archie
out of
Manning
control
for
that
the
game.
Colts was back.
Oh, jeepers. So, wasn't like Frank Wright like a offensive coordinator or something, right? For
Yep.
I was thinking Frank Wright, and I thought, oh, whatever, guys. This is my show. I can fucking make up
Yeah,
shit.
dude, you can make up whatever the hell you want. Absolutely. There you go.
Yikes.
And that's why I get so many bad ratings. I'm getting so many. Stop thumbing downing me. It's the other way. Well, luckily for you, it's opposite day, so that means I love it. So keep it the thumbs down. Guys, Josh Allen, and I gotta stop, dude. I'm gonna fix that.
You are
next show. I'm gonna fix it next show.
with that camera.
I don't know, man. It's I got a case. This thing is separate from my laptop. It's fancy. It's stupid. It's a waste of money, but I'm going to fix it, guys. So I'm sorry about that. If I'm making you dizzy, I suggest calling 877-716-1714 to give us a call and make fun of Tampa Neil, Tommy, Scott, Swank. Definitely not make fun of me because I'll just hang up the phone on you. I make fun of myself, okay? If anybody's going to make fun of Brian, it's me. But pay Josh Allen, guys. Pay Josh Allen. Here's the skinny. Okay. me.
Cheers, everyone.
I've always wanted to do that, by the way. Cheers, everybody. Not spill drink over myself, but all over my electronics. Guys, this the new TV deal. We were at 180 with a salary cap. I'm going approximation numbers, and we're going to be at 210 right now, just with that TV deal alone. I've got that feeling that I think me and Neil were having this conversation. I think that salary cap is going to be well in the 230 and the 240 range by the end of the year. I promise you. Okay. Think about all these fans that didn't go last year. Every game is going to be close to sold out this year, just because of all these people with cabin fever from last year, and now your favorite team is playing. That salary cap is going to be well above 210. Neil, we had this conversation, right? Oh, yeah. I said 240. You're like 250. I'm like, fuck that. We're going 260. Well, whatever.
I've heard guys say as high as 280. So like that's high.
And it makes sense. And it makes sense. They're going to make so much money this year.
They literally doubled their revenue for their TV contract. So
yeah, I think they're gonna slowly ease that out.
Yeah, I don't think it's getting there that fast, bro.
I mean, I didn't say 280. I'm saying
that's wild.
That number.
Right, but
you were hoping for
280.
Yeah,
that helps.
280,
all we're getting from that is it's going to help us. It's going to help us by giving us more capital to spend on players to retain and keep, and most importantly, Josh Allen's in his fifth final year, right? Or is this in his extended year? No, what am I? I got to stop drinking before, during, and after the show. Well, I like automatically a light bulb. Like, what are you doing? Bro. Like, I've got like something in my. I'm going, Brian, no. Oh, I'm shit. So
you gotta listen to that guy more often.
I'm sorry, buddy. He's going to his fourth year, but it's these other guys that have been playing around here got big contracts, but I think it's kind of different. The only person I can really compare. Well, Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl, obviously. So you can't all right, dude, you set a bar pretty high. So I think you'd be number one. But I want to go down I want to talk to everybody about this. I got a couple things down here that I wrote down in terms of stats.
To me, stats really don't matter.
Thank you, Coach.
Cut. That was
Coach.
Say that.
I was going to say the same exact thing, Coach. Yeah. To me, stats really don't matter. So, Josh Allen is set to make big bucks, and my little text says pay Josh Allen. So I want to go around the room. I want to start with Swank from 24/7. Okay, you ready for this?
Yep.
Why is Christian Ray going to be RB1? Josh Allen. Shit. Whoa. No. Josh Allen. Are you team pay the man or are you team? Let's wait it out.
I think we should cut him.
Right.
I'm done.
That's
That's the show. That is the show. How you? None of y'all. Hold on a minute.
We have zero
You
watchers
don't belong
now.
here.
Right.
We
You
have
don't
zero
belong
watchers.
here. You don't belong here. Okay. Yeah. This is what it's all about. Swank, tell us, man. Keep going. All right, guys. I'm just joking about that. You all belong here. If anything, I don't belong.
That was funny.
Campanile, we're good.
We got
Tommy.
this.
What's up, Scott?
You're
taking over the show?
saying find Josh Rosen and put him on a cheap deal
Yeah, absolutely.
for the next
man.
6
I
years.
think you wipe out the
Trade
whole
for
bench.
Mayfield.
Listen to this: Peterman, Rosen.
Bring him back.
I think you bring back
Zay Jones.
JP Lossman. You know, why not?
Shit.
Whoa, wait
Why
a
not?
minute. I like JP Lawson.
JP
I-
Law.
I'm
Let's go bring
sorry.
back
I like
DJ
Tommy
Manuel,
Pickens'
guys.
ass.
Come
I was
on.
a fan. I was.
All right.
I-
Hold on. So your team cut him. Nope. That is
No,
your
no,
final
no.
answer.
Team cut him.
Wait from 24/7 Buf
you made it.
Fandemonium.
You made that
Guys,
move.
I'm breaking tables. You
Democratic
all are going to
Chronicle
watch it
tomorrow
again
morning.
tomorrow.
Right.
He wants to cut Josh Allen. And he
Fuck no.
disagrees with me
You pay
with
that dude
Christian
whatever
Wade.
the fuck he wants. He can do whatever. I think McDermott should offer up his wife. I don't give a shit. You give that dude whatever the fuck he wants.
That
Hands
is
down.
awesome.
No, man. I think maybe not quite Mahomes money, but he's gonna be creeping up on it. And I think Josh is the kind of guy we talk about it on the K-Gun every once in a while. It seems to come up like every 2 weeks or something. He's the kind of guy that's going to make a team-friendly deal. He wants good players there. He is a very big Buffalo guy. He loves the position. He loves the team. I think it's going to be friendly, but it's absolutely going to represent what he's worth. If they take him to the playoffs this year and they haven't made a deal yet, they are screwed.
Yep.
Like, they need to pay him now.
Fair enough.
I agree.
Scott, what do you got for us, bud? What do you think about that? Are you team cut Josh Allen or are you reasonable?
I'm team pay the man. I mean, they're giving him 23 guaranteed next year with that fifth year option. But I think an extension needs to happen before the playoffs because it's one of those things, the stats don't matter, but he creeping up 5,000 passing yards. He's creeping up on 40 plus touchdown passes. You're going to have to pay the man. So we got 210 million next year. I think it's only going to make it to 225. I think my brother always says he'll get the Bonilla contract. I think he'll get the 8-10 year contract like Mahomes did. And I see it being more than Mahomes only because in 2 years from now that cap will be so high. So I see the 50 mark at 8 years. I see that. So
Wow.
pay the man. And the beautiful thing is all these contracts that they have signed right now, you can pay him in 2 years and still have 2 years left on some of these other bigger contracts, Dawkins, the Trey Whites, all that stuff. So
Absolutely.
we'll have another 34 million added on top of that when we have to pay those guys. So it's working out beautiful for the Buffalo Bills. Pay that son of a bitch.
Team pay Josh Allen. All right. So we're kind of torn here so far between 24/7 Buf Fandemonium. One guy wants to
This
fuck
motherfucker, dude.
Josh Allen. I wanted Nathan Peterman the entire time. And then we got Scott.
No, don't believe this dude. He was jerking off on ice. Just not.
I was,
not that
and my
long.
mother caught me.
Terrible.
Tommy, what are you saying terrible? You're a Dolphins fan.
Yeah,
Oh.
diehard Dolphins. No, listen. If they're smart, they pay him before the 5th year. Pay him now, get that over with because as everyone knows, it's best to pay your players earlier than later because they're only going to go higher these contracts. The higher the salary cap, the higher these guys get money. So trust me, whatever we give him now is the next great quarterback's going to get even twice as much. It's just the way it works. So to me, I would do like a 6-year deal, something about 40 million to 45 a season. I think he'll restructure sometime, 4th, 5th year to get more players in here because you're going to have to. Patrick Mahomes is doing the same thing. And then you got to worry about Tremaine Edmonds too, by the way. So it's like, I could see him doing a contract before Tremaine Edmonds. I think they're going to give Tremaine the 5th year. I don't think Allen's going to get that extension. I think they're just going to go ahead and pay him.
Well, they've already given them both.
They've already got him.
Oh,
they're
yeah, but I
up.
think they're going to wind up still working out a deal before that. Is
Well,
my
they
point.
still
You
get-
know,
they
they
still
get.
get
They can still
that
work something
fifth-year
out. I think
extension.
Van der Beek already said that he's still trying to. They're still in contact, talks or whatever.
Yeah, they'll put an
with them.
extension off
Right.
this 5th year. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think deal will be done. Is what I'm saying. I think the Tremaine deal. That's an interesting deal when that comes.
So
I don't know.
You said trust me. Like,
I do. Trust me. That deal's getting done.
Are you trying to take armchair GM of 2021? Are you trying to be a candidate for that spot? Because you're on a show with Tampa Neal, who's also in the running for.
I'm not trying to take
2021 armchair GM of the year. So if guys.
Tommy, I like your take. If you pay him now, you're paying him off of $210 million next year, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when the budget's $250,000 in 2 years, then that month, if you wait till then to pay him, then you're going to be spending a whole lot more money. So you pay him at a high level at the 210, you won't have to pay him at the high level at 252.
Exactly. You get these guys right. You get these guys done early because look at some of the bigger contracts that got done earlier.
Tommy, you're supposed to steal my thunder. You better calm down over there.
Yeah,
everybody's like
they're undervalued because they got those contracts. I'm serious. Like
all 30 of my minutes. Fucking fuck.
Go ahead, Sam.
Fucking, I'm out of here. No. Percentage of contract or percentage of the salary cap is key, and that's what Tommy was about to get to there. I assume. Like when you look at the quarterbacks that were bitching in the offseason about, they want to leave teams, it was Rodgers. Well, Rodgers still doesn't want to go there. Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson. These teams don't have any money. These teams have no money to spend anything because Russell Wilson's taking up 18% of the cap. Aaron Rodgers is almost 20% of the cap. And Deshaun Watson is 19.4% of the cap. These guys are taking up all the cap, so you can't use it to win. So naturally, they're going to be pissed. Of course, they're going to be pissed. I don't think that's. I'm all for. Pay Josh Allen, pay him, get him done. I agree with Tommy. Get him done before the year is up because when we go and win the Super Bowl and he gets MVP, guess what? His contract is going to have to be higher. It doesn't have to be, but he's going to want more money. That's just normal. That's just
on a 5-year contract. All right, listen, we've got $10 million to play with right now. If you sign this contract, you get a $10 million signing bonus because that goes towards the salary cap, right? Am I wrong?
He may be getting a little more than a $10 million salary.
No, just hear me out. Hear me out. Is if that goes towards the salary cap, we only have like 10, 12 million to play with or not.
Well, that doesn't affect this year at all.
Okay, so never mind. I was just trying
really
to
set it up for the 6 years starting forward, and
that's
screw whatever you want to screw around.
That's kind of what they did with Mahomes, right?
That's what when you look at Mahomes' contract, that's
10-year record, $450 million, 10 years.
Yeah, but Kansas City's out of that contract in 5 years.
Right. Yeah.
So they have the option. So they have 5-year option.
No, their cap or their dead cap on it is nothing after 5 years.
Oh,
so they structured that very team friendly, where in 5 years his cap hit is 41 million, and then the year after that it's 60 million. Well, guess what? He's not going to see those years.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna restructure it. They're gonna completely redo it. Yeah,
that's why if I'm a player and I'm getting a contract, it's all about the signing bonus, bro.
But exactly. He's already gotten paid that money, so it doesn't matter.
So out of the 3 quarterbacks I wanted to talk about against Josh Allen, because you hear these names all the time. Okay, you've got obviously Patrick Mahomes. Hello, I'm Patrick Mahomes. I sound like Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog here. Kermit the Frog here. The letter of the day is 3. So Patrick Mahomes, Prescott, okay? Prescott, who's on a horrible team that we just destroyed 2 years ago on Thanksgiving. That was one of my favorite games of all time. And then Russell Wilson, okay? Russell Wilson. Deshaun Watson's not in the conversation. Why? Because apparently I don't even know if he's going to play this year, honestly.
No, he's still in the contract, so it doesn't
567 complaints about massage craziness, whatever, dude. I don't care what you have.
He wanted out anyways. It doesn't matter. Yeah. It actually worked out for him.
So these 3 players, because obviously that they're not going to get rid of them anytime soon. So we're going to start with the least favorable. Okay, we got Russell Wilson, had $35 million a year contract, 4 years, $140 million. Total guarantee out of that is $65 million guarantee. That's a lot of money guarantee. I'm sorry, I lied. $65 million signing bonus. $107 million guaranteed. I can't even read my own handwriting. That's why I don't do stats. So, okay, that's quarterback number 3. I ranked them. Quarterback number 2, we got Zach Prescott over at the Cowboys. He had a 4-year contract, $160 million, 66 guaranteed signing, so a little more than Russell Wilson's $65 million signing. Okay, 126 guaranteed. That's like 21 more than Russell Wilson. If I was Russell Wilson, I'd be like, what the fuck? I'd be pissed off as shit. Like, no, that guy on that fucking team, whatever. So I gotta get cake with that one. Then you got Patrick Mahomes coming in, new kid off the block, winning a Super Bowl, second year and second or third year, whatever. Stats don't really matter, and I like making up whatever shit I want to like make up. But he had 10 years. I think this is legit. I actually Googled this one, so I guarantee this is legit. 10 years, $450 million, 10-year contract, $45 million a year. Okay, so the question here, go kind of circling back to pay Josh Allen with, let's just say in a perfect world, what are we paying Josh Allen? Swank, you want to start that one off? If we had all this, the salary cap went to 250 next year. We got all these guys in. We won't worry about the numbers. You're Brandon Bean. You're feeling generous based off what he did. What are you paying Josh Allen? What contract are you giving him? What is that? Sliding on the table.
Dude, I think what's really hard about this is that so those guys they're good comps. I think what is happening right now is it's like a standoff between Baker, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen, because they're all in the same position. So they're all waiting to get that big contract. And whoever moves first is going to set the bar for everybody else. And they're going to want to jump it, right? So I personally think that Baker should get his contract first, because I think out of those 3 dudes, he is absolutely the worst, and he is the most unproven, and he's done the least with the most. So for me, if he was smart, he would fucking jump on whatever they're going to give him, and it'll be guaranteed.
And it doesn't, and with him, bro, he's making money with all the fucking commercials and shit.
Yeah.
To me, it wouldn't even matter, bro. Like you said, take the best deal. You're getting paid by all these fucking commercials. Josh Allen has no commercials.
Swank, it's funny that you say that, bro,
because all these other stars are going to take the rest of the money. They won't. When he signs a big contract, they won't have the stars they have anymore.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
No. He'd be smart to take, like I said, take it first, take the lowest, maybe keep some of these dudes that are half making them look okay, and then go on. Because I think that dude is he's almost as bad as the last 3 quarterbacks that they've drafted. Like,
so he's getting buried. He's on that wall of buried quarterback.
I agree, man.
For me,
just to add to that, Swank, it's you are correct. It's those 3 quarterbacks that you always hear in the same conversation. You got Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, and then Josh Allen. Out of those 3, Josh Allen has the most touchdowns. You pay a quarterback.
The only MVP.
The only person that could beat him, the MVP, was Aaron Rodgers, who is, he's a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, but if Josh Allen is on there, and I think that I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm going to tell you what I'm going to think after we go around the room. I just cut everybody off. Scott, what do you think?
I agree with Swank. It's not just because we're on the same show. Patrick's got that 10-year deal. Dak, Watson, Wilson, Goff, and Matt Ryan have a 4-year contract. So they'll be talking about their contract 4 years from now. You need to stay with what's current. If the cap is going to go up to $250 million, you pay Josh Allen $100 million guarantee over the next 2 years because of the contracts they've already signed for people to sign 4 years and over.
But hold on, Scott. But we got 107 Wilson, 126 for Prescott, 141 Patrick Mahomes. If you want to give your quarterback the future, the keys to your doors, here's my wife kind of thing, Josh Allen, you got to give him more than that.
I'm saying his 5th-year option is guaranteeing him $23 million.
Yeah.
The next 2 years after that, you guarantee him an extra 50 and 50. That's $123 million over the next 3 years. You're guaranteeing him. By the time that contract is over with in 4 years, you'll be able to pay everybody else, and you still have Josh Allen on contract. You get this money.
You only get him a 4-year deal.
I'm talking about the other players that have signed. Their deals will finally be up after you pay Josh all that money.
Okay, so it's kind of a residual. You start low and you build your way up.
You give Josh $125 million over the next 3 years guaranteed. When the other contracts are due, now that won't be a dead space anymore, like we were talking about, and that money can go now to the other players you want to sign.
Yep, basically what they did with Mahomes.
Yep.
But that's the way they're going to structure that. That's going to be the only way for them to really structure it. I just want to make sure that they keep that percentage low, because the lower that is, the more we have that we can spend on other players, which I think that, I mean, you hear the reports. You don't know whether they're true or not. It could be the biggest bunch of bullshit you ever heard. You hear the reports of saying Josh Allen wants a team-friendly deal. That's all great until I see that signature on the piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I love hearing that, but I want to see it.
Sure.
Show me the money. I want to see it to believe it too.
And
I
you
agree
hope,
with you guys.
You hope Mayfield takes the Browns, and the way Mayfield gets hyped up, he'll get a 40 plus.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get a 40 plus just because it's Mayfield and the NFL,
100%,
and
yeah.
everyone agrees
And
that
Cleveland's
he's
Cleveland.
God's great. Yeah. So unfortunately, when he does that, they won't be able to afford anybody else.
Yeah.
And then it'll be tough. It'll be tough because then does Josh Allen and everybody else, all the agents and all the people signing the money, do they also think Mayfield's what everybody says he is when he really isn't? Because then you got to compare him and Mayfield, or do you just take what Mayfield did and have him set the tone?
I am honestly so glad he is not as good as he like everybody like thought he was going to be, especially when he was doing like those stupid ass commercials with his shirt off with a tiger. I'm like, who the fuck this guy think he is? I mean, come on. John, you don't see Josh Allen. You see Josh Allen throwing 300-mile-an-hour fastballs at a baseball game. You see Baker Mayfield doing that? No. Why? Pay Josh Allen.
You see Josh Allen throwing 70-yard passes that are caught. Mayfield's throwing a 5-yard pass that turns into a 75-yard touchdown, and he's running down the field like an idiot like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to lose the talent
man.
around him, where Allen's going to try to make the talent stay around him.
He's got the talent around him, and he doesn't know how to use it.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
I think he makes it better. He makes everybody better around him. He makes the way he handles. You can just every interview, every conversation about Josh Allen, about who he is, what he does, and it's just what he brings to that team. His leadership that goes a long ways. You know, you could teach a man to fish. You can give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. You can teach him how to fish, and he'll eat for the rest of his life. He's a leader. He teaches people to become better, to get to that next level, and that's awesome. So I say, pay the man. Pay Josh Allen. He's going to get paid. He's going to get paid. What contract
you giving him, Brian?
What contract I'm going to give him? $1 billion. Patrick Mahomes.
That might be over the salary cap.
Patrick Mahomes. Okay. Guys, after this year, nobody's going to know who Patrick Mahomes is. Patrick Mahomes reached his ceiling. He was good year 2.
I think he's going to. If it was me, I would say they're going to give him either a 4 or 5 year deal. I would say it's going to be anywhere between 40 and 45, with a decent, pretty good signing bonus. And then they'll restructure, or he's going to be here a while. I don't think Josh is going anywhere anytime soon.
So
so
Patrick.
Other
Mahomes,
than that, I don't agree. Like, I don't think you should. Like, I'm paying running backs. I think is overrated. Like live and learn. 4 or 5 years, that's all they got, man. You got to let them go and get a new running back. I think honestly, even Tremaine, if we don't get him back, I like Tremaine, but you can get a good solid linebacker, as a rookie, man. You can.
Guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this segment right here. Patrick Mahomes of 2018 had his huge MVP year where he won the Super Bowl, had that 50 touchdowns, 5,000. I'm Googling it. I'm reading off Google, okay? I don't know these fucking stats.
Alexa?
Because I don't care, but I'm Googling it. I want you guys to make
Hey, Google.
Right. Alexa.
Thank you, Alexa. Mom told me stop bothering me while I'm back in my room. 2019, he dipped, he dodged. He was 4,000 yards, 26, fine, whatever. He sucked year 3. year 4, he got better. So he got paid and he got better year 4. I think they're going to give it to him sooner rather than later. Team friendly. And that's the last we're going to talk about this because my head is spinning with all these fucking numbers. So thank you guys. This was a fun fucking night. Thank you so much. Swank and Scott, appreciate you guys being guests on Breaking Tables. Love to have you guys back again once the season roars up because now we can actually have something to talk about. Like this is the game, and that's gonna be like a 3-hour episode if we ever get down with it. Get down.
Hell yeah.
Guys, all right, we want to start with Swank. Where can we find you, Swank? And then I'm gonna ask Scott, where can we find you, Scott? And then you both together, but like you can find us on Team America. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have I didn't know if you guys had like, like a group thing, like Team Breaking Tables. We got a thing that we've been rehearsing.
Oh, sweet. So you
Tommy's like, what the fuck? Where was I? Tampaneel's like, oh, dude, I was nowhere drunk.
Can we get some practice? You can check us out on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live for the K-Gun Report, and all of our social media handles are at 24/7 BF or Buf Fandemonium.
Awesome. And I hope your wife recovered from her sneeze. So
I think she did. Yeah, I think she's watching Netflix. She's great. Yeah,
she's good.
She should have been watching the show. Swank, I appreciate you hopping on. Scott, where can we
thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, brother. Where can we find you, Scott?
Hey, Swank, I'm going to have to correct you here. For the next couple of weeks, we'll be on at 8:30 now on Tuesdays. The K-Gun Report.
Oh, my bad, man.
Yeah, we got a little time adjustment, but nope, Swank nailed it on the head. That's where we are, 24/7 Buf Fandemonium. A quick shout out to Bill's Memorabilia, Bill's Mafia Memorabilia. I know they work with both of us guys at Breaking Tables and 24/7 Buf Fandemonium. Hit them up at www.buffaloautographs.com. But I want to throw this out there. Thank you for having us on your show. We wanted to come on because this is what we do. This is why we became a page ourselves, is because we like to drink beer. We like to talk Buffalo Bills football, and it doesn't matter if we know the facts. Some of us may not, but we're here to bust each other's balls and tell each other who's wrong, who's right, and just talk Bills football. And that's what we want to do.
And it sounds so good.
It does, it's just, that's what we want to do. So, and we love it when the fans get involved and all that stuff. So the fans are why we do this. And the fact that we can hear our own voices is pretty cool too.
That's awesome. Guys, no, I watch you guys' show. I like it. Okay. You ask these guys, I don't watch any other shows at all. I mean, I like to tune in, but you guys have a good show. You guys have a really good show. Tuesday nights, you guys got to tune in and watch these guys. I'm sorry we missed the third of the Three Amigos. But maybe when the season's roaring, love to have you guys back on again.
Oh yeah, man. Absolutely.
So thanks for being part of Breaking Tables. Tommy from Mafia Sports Report. My man, my brother.
What up? Yeah, Mafia Sports Report on YouTube, man.
You're like my left hand. Tommy, you're my left hand. Tampaneel's my right hand. So
I go live Saturday at 8:00, man. I just started doing the live shows. So if you got the time, jump on YouTube, Mafia Sports Report. Other than that, I just post videos, man. That's it, man.
See, his fans only is taking off. Only.
Right.
And it's not, if you have time, make time to go watch the Mafia Sports Report. Make time to watch the K-Gun Report, listen to the K-Gun Report or Buf Fandemonium. Guys, this is awesome. Appreciate every one of y'all for being part of this shit soup sandwich. Tampaneal, where can we find Breaking Tables, bud?
Guys, you can find us on YouTube. Like us, follow us, share us, everything. We're even on Twitter. Aren't we, Brian? We're on Twitter.
We're on Twitter. Yeah,
on Twitter. Tweet.
You can tweet me.
But you can find our podcast. We're live on YouTube, live on Facebook. You can get us on Spotify, Apple Podcast. What is that called? It's fancy.
I'm on Pandora. If you guys are on Pandora, Google Breaking Tables. I think it's Breaking Tables podcast. You better find it. I don't know. It's weird.
And if you hit Breaking Tables under the podcast, it tells you that we're on.
Yeah, we're everywhere. We're everywhere.
Oh, boom. We're everywhere.
Bathroom stall door. You can see it. You can see call for a good time. 877-716-1714. And I'm surprised nobody called tonight. It's okay.
What the
I
hell?
love you guys.
Brian, I
love
got a
you
quick
guys.
question.
What's up?
If Tommy's your left hand and Tampa Neal's your right hand, when you're using the vacuum, which one are you using?
Is my mother watching?
Terrible.
Hey, it's been a pleasure, guys. It really
Stay
has been fun.
tuned for next episode. Guys, this has been an absolute blast. Tonight was an absolute riot. Thank you so much. Next time we're up Monday night. We're gonna have Dom Faded. That is the man who made the intro song of We're the Mafia. This guy he's cool as hell. You remember Dom Faded, right, Neil?
Yeah.
Tommy, were you on for that show when we had Dom Faded on?
I wasn't.
Well, stay tuned. He's a cool dude. And then next Thursday, we're going to be doing a late night special, 9:00. We have Salt Lake City Bills backers. Those guys are in Utah and they're 2 hours behind us. So why have one late show? I got to just test the late show, even though I got to wake up next morning at like 5 a.m. Fuck my life. But
5 a.m. Holy shit.
guys,
from home. I love
Come
it.
on, Brian. When you were younger, you'd stay up till 2 a.m. talking Buffalo Bills football at the bar and still get up at 5 a.m. to go to work.
I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with that because my boss watches the show. So when he comes in at conveniently at 9:00 in the morning, he's going to be like, hey, man, how's your show? And I'm just going to be like sweating from all pores.
Smell my arm. That's how it was.
Yeah. You can do a tequila shot right off my. Guys, this is Breaking Tables. This has been a lot of fun. I love all y'all. Ooh, Josh Allen. Good, Josh. Good, Josh. Woo! Guys, this has been absolutely fun. Catch us next Monday. Catch us next Thursday. Catch everybody. Yes, bye-bye.